Today's topic is IN platform. An intelligent network is a service-independent telecommunications network. That is, intelligence is taken out of the switch and placed in computer nodes that are distributed throughout the network. This provides the network operator with the means to develop and control services more efficiently. New capabilities can be rapidly introduced into the network. Once introduced, services are easily customized to meet individual customer needs. It is intended for fixed as well as mobile telecom networks. It allows operators to differentiate themselves by providing value-added services in addition to the standard telecom services such as PSTN, ISDN and GSM services on mobile phones. By using additional technology, such as a service control point (SCP) and a service management system (SMS). These advanced networks can accommodate services like call screening or call waiting, as well as more complex services, like variable charging, caller ID services. Let's see about network evolution. First of its kind is plain old telephone service. Prior to the mid-1960s, the service logic was hardwired in switching systems. Later on, in the mid-1960s, stored program control (SPC) switching systems were introduced. SPC was a major step forward because now service logic was programmable where, in the past, the service logic was hardwired. As a result, it was now easier to introduce new services. But it became increasingly more complicated to add new services because of the dependency between the service and the service-specific logic. Essentially, service logic that was used for one service could not be used for another service. As a result, if customers were not served by a SPC switching system, new services were not available to them. Moving on, the network took a major leap forward in the mid-1970s with the introduction of the Common Channel Signaling Network (CCSN), or SS7 network for short. Signaling System Number 7, SS7, is the protocol that runs over the CCSN. The SS7 network consists of packet data links and packet data switching systems called signaling transfer points (STPS). The SS7 network separates the call setup information and talk path from the common trunk that runs between switching systems. The call setup information travels outside the common trunk path over the SS7 network. Now let's see about the introduction of intelligent network. The introduction of the IN marked the first time that service logic was external to switching systems and located in databases called service control points. Because of the service-specific nature of the technology, these services required two separate SCP. To communicate with the associated service logic, software was deployed in switching systems. This switching system software enabled the switching system to recognize when it was necessary to communicate with an SCP via the SS7 network. Following the little hiccup, then introduction of advanced intelligent network took place. Having an IN in place, the SCP service logic and the service management system become service independent, and not service specific. IN is a service independent network capability. The main benefit of intelligent networks is the ability to improve existing services and develop new sources of revenue. To meet these objectives, providers require the ability to accomplish the following. First benefit: introduce new services rapidly. IN provides the capability to provision new services or modify existing services throughout the network with physical intervention. Secondly, provide service customization. Service providers require the ability to change the service logic rapidly and efficiently. Customers are also demanding control of their own services to meet their individual needs. Thirdly, establish vendor independence. A major criterion for service providers is that the software must be developed quickly and inexpensively. Any questions? I thought you will be raising a question about backup. What if this goes down? Having this architecture in place, now they should think about the backup if something goes wrong. Then they came up with disaster recovery service. This service allows businesses to have calls routed to one or more alternate locations based on customer service logic at the SCP. Calls come into the switching system served by the normal location. After triggering, communication with the SCP occurs. Based on the service logic, the call could be either routed to the normal business location or to one or more alternate business locations.